Hello guys, this is John from Over the Hill Hiker. Welcome to my 2023 hiking, traveling, exploring review video. In 2023, I hiked 22 state high points. I visited 27 states, explored ancient Indian ruins from the Hopewell to the Adena, Ancestral Puebloan, Fremont, etc. I've experienced petroglyphs, pictographs all over the country. I've been in both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans this last year. It was a joy to explore and see all these things. Hope you enjoyed this video. My first hike of 2023 was the Wawit Poodoos. Well, 100% stuck. I have to walk. I got 5.6 miles to go. The second hike of the year ended up being walking out of getting stuck in the mud. 8 days later, when the mud was completely frozen, I walked in and was able to get my car out. I can see my car. So after I got my car out, just a mile away was the Toadstool Hoodoos. Absolutely beautiful. And on my way out of there, I stopped and did the Peekaboo Slot Canyon. Can't come through Mount Carmel without coming to say hola to my pops. I attempted to go to the Valley of Fire. There was a big line, so I ended up just hiking around outside of the Valley of Fire. Super Bowl weekend, I headed down south and was able to find these incredible petroglyphs. One of the most spectacular panels I think I may have ever seen. From there, I went over to the Wolfman petroglyph panel, hiked through Comb Ridge and through Cedar Mesa, just saw a whole bunch of cool things. So I found myself in Pennsylvania in February and bumped into the priesthood restoration site. Hiked around, saw the Hells home, Joseph and Emma Smith's home, and just where the priesthood was restored. Really cool. This is the state high point. All right, there it is. Connecticut State High Point. Right there is the Grandin print shop. Here's the print shop. So this is the back of the Smith house. While I was back east, I stopped up in Palmyra, New York, and saw the Smith home, the Sacred Grove, saw the Hill Cumorah. From there, I drove up to Niagara Falls, did Mount Greylock. This is the state high point of Massachusetts. On the way to doing a hike with my girls, I stopped and checked out Head of Simbad, Mullen Reef, which was just incredible. I stopped at the Rochester panel, absolutely amazing. And I found a little cave that obviously had some Indian ruins in it. It's incredible. All right, so this is Sand Island petroglyphs. So right here I'm standing on the side of the Hovenweep Castle. So this was the beginning of 3 days of hiking with my daughters. We went to House on Fire Ruins. After that, we did the Citadel. These are some of my favorite hikes that I had done previously this year. This is Butler Wash Ruins, absolutely incredible. Not too far from there was River House Ruins. This is just an unbelievable location. So cool how you can see the pictographs on the ceiling. Then we went to Monarch Cave Ruins. So we stopped and checked out Butler Wash Ruins and the Butler Wash Arch that is right there. We stopped in Blanding and checked out Edge of the Cedars Museum. On my way home from my hikes with my daughters, I stopped at Sago Canyon, Fisher Towers. So about a month later, I did about 14 hikes in a couple days. I did Little Black Mountain, I did Gold Butte, did the Anasazi Trail in the Santa Clara area, stopped at Gunlock Falls, which was raging at the time, Elephant Arch, Bone Wash, Indian Caves, which is in the Kodachrome Basin area, Grosvenor's Arch, which is just unbelievable, Cottonwood Canyon Narrows, Yellow Rock, loved it. And then I got into the Cedar Mesa area and did Fallen Roof Ruins, another little granary, and just hiked all through the Cedar Mesa. So I'm not sure I've ever seen a cooler spot and saw just a ton of really amazing things. Not sure I can even describe what I experienced in Cedar Mesa. Checked out the procession panel, courthouse wash. Just an amazing 4 days. Had to travel east for business, and so I flew in a couple days early. Checked out Campbell Hill. Apparently this is it. Oh, I'm just like so blown away. Checked out the Newark Earthworks. It was just absolutely incredible. This ended up as a road trip as I headed into Pennsylvania and checked out Mount Davis, the state high point of Pennsylvania, state high point of Delaware. Drove through Washington, D.C. area and made it to the Maryland state high point. Drove past the Fairfax Stone, Blackwater Falls, hit the West Virginia state high point. And then Mount Rogers was amazing. This is the state high point of Virginia. I saw a bear just as I headed into Kentucky. Hit Black Mountain, which was the state high point of Kentucky. As I made it back to Ohio, hit some more mounds in the Ohio area. Incredible. On the way to hike Mount Whitney, I hit a few sites. Chalfont Petroglyph site. Went into the volcanic tableland area. I feel a little bit speechless. Saw some old ancient shelters, a whole bunch of different petroglyphs, and then prepared to do Mount Whitney. This is a record snow year, and me and my oldest daughter, Erica, we conquered it. It was amazing. I was in California on business, stopped and saw the La Brea tar pits. That was really, really cool. 12+ feet tall. Did a big road trip and went and checked out some petroglyphs in Nevada area. Stopped and saw the Lovelock Cave. I had no idea there were so many petroglyph areas in the Reno, Nevada area. Griffith Canyon, Lago Marcino, petroglyph site. Both of these were incredible. From there, I made my way into California and checked out the Lava Beds National Monument. What an incredible location. So I am in Skull Cave, and this place is enormous. Tons of caves, ice caves, and pictographs. This place was completely unexpected to me. I assumed there was going to be lava tubes. I'm at the end of Hercules Leg Cave. I had no idea all the different variations, I guess, that I would see there. Totally unexpected in the sense that I knew nothing about these ice caves. Like I'm heading down into catacomb caves. But this was much, much cooler than I expected when I got there. From there, I made my way to Crater Lake National Park. This is much cooler than pictures ever do it justice. Drove up to the Redwoods afterwards, and then really just kind of drove along the Oregon coast, all the way up the Oregon coast. This is one of my favorite places in the world. I just absolutely love the Oregon coast. So much to see there, so much to do there. One of the prettiest places on earth, in my opinion. Saw all kinds of different beaches, lighthouses. Oswald's West State Park is one of my absolute favorite places. So I am in Depot Bay, Oregon. My whole reason for this road trip was to hike Mount Hood. This was an incredible hike. The color of that water with the sun hitting it, pretty dang incredible. This ended up being much tougher and more dangerous than I thought it would be. On my way home, I hit the Waclella Falls in the Columbia Gorge area and then Shoshone Falls in Idaho. I had the pleasure of doing a 6-day road trip with my 2 youngest daughters. We checked out Niagara Falls, and then the next day we hiked Mount Marcy. This is the state high point of New York. It was absolutely amazing. And the next day we did Mount Mansfield, the state high point of Vermont. Mount Washington, state high point of New Hampshire, and my girls were exhausted, so I did Baxter Peak, which is a state high point of Maine, by myself. Incredible. We spent 2 days exploring New York City, saw all kinds of stuff from the 9/11 Memorial, Brooklyn Bridge, experienced the subways, Little Italy, Chinatown. Just saw all kinds of stuff. Absolutely incredible seeing this stuff, but more importantly, incredible to do it with my daughters. I was in the Chicago area for business and decided to do a road trip to do some state high points. I'm at the state high point of Iowa. Drove up to Minnesota, did the state high point up there. Stopped and did the Amnicon Falls. Hiked the state high point of Michigan. Canyon Falls. That is stunning. Did the state high point of Wisconsin, Timms Hill, and stopped and checked out Timms Lake right below Timms Hill. Did Scout Cave in St. George. Did Stewart Falls, kind of up Provo Canyon. Such a cool experience. Fall colors were incredible. Did Scout Falls. Went up into Dinosaur National Monument and did Swelter Shelter. I did Sounds of Silence. Another panel here at Cub Creek Road Petroglyph site. And did the Lizard Petroglyph panel. Went up into the McConkey Ranch area and did the main panel, and then did the Three Kings panel. So much more to see than just the Three Kings panel. It was incredible. Went to the Mullen Reef area. It was a full moon and it was incredible. The next morning, got up and went and checked out the Rochester panel. Another amazing experience. And then on our way out of there, we hiked in to see the head of Sinbad. Incredible. We ended our day of hiking in the Great Gallery. What an unbelievable location. Highly recommend it. Man, that's incredible. All right, I thought I was done, but I just bumped into a big panel. Did the Santa Clara Anasazi Petroglyph Trail. It was amazing. I was up in Milwaukee on business and stopped and checked out the Harley-Davidson Museum. So I finished my year off hiking at Gold Butte. It was probably one of my favorite hikes of the year, and just because it was so amazing. If you ever get the chance to do the Gold Butte area, I highly recommend it. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, if there's any of these hikes that are intriguing to you or just interesting, just know that the vast majority of these hikes I have videos on. Go check out those videos on my channel, get more information. Just an absolutely hike-packed year, and just wanted to share it with you guys. So hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And like always, know that I appreciate you guys. Thank you.